Hi there and welcome back to In Search of Lost Diecast. For those of you who've been here before, thank you for coming back. For those that you haven't been here before, welcome. I want to start with another thank you. Seem to be doing a lot of that lately. This here, it's right, you're not on the wrong channel. This is Diecast Looney. Stick that over there. Ran a competition on his YouTube channel to win a lovely Saab Sonnet. And believe it or not, lucky person that I am, I actually won it. So it arrived today. But Mike over there is a very generous chap. He sent me the beautifully restored Saab Sonnet with the opening boot. And I've got to say, he's done an absolutely cracking job on it. It's beautiful, really good, really good. So thank you for that, Mike. But like a lot of people that I've come across since I've been doing this, incredibly generous. He sent me a few other bits and pieces. Obviously, he sent me the nice stickers for me mat. So I'll stick that there. And you'll be pleased to know, Mike, I made myself a little Saab Sonnet box. So I've got me box there. So let's pop him on there over there at the moment. There we go. He also sent me Stingray. Yeah, there you go. Look, a lovely Matchbox Stingray, which was super kind. And that in itself would have been a lovely gesture. But he's gone beyond that. And bizarrely, the thing that he sent me is something that I actually had. And so it's very nice to get it again. So this is another one off the list. And I'm just going to wheel it in there. It's the Chipperfield Circus crane. Now, yes, there's about 400 or 500 cars that I'm after. So the chances are, if you sent something, I don't know, would it be possible to pick one that I haven't got? Well, I haven't. So, Mike, thank you for your generosity, mate. That is super kind. I did fire you a message off earlier to let you know that it arrived safe and sound. But yeah, thank you so much. Very, very kind. And at some point that, although it's pretty good condition, the crane needs a little bit of work. So, and that's not a gripe. I'm just saying I will have to sort that out. Get a little hook, but everything works. So fantastic. So stick that over there next to his sign. There we go. Another thank you. The lovely John Hatwell has been very kind over the past few videos, sorting out things. He very kindly sent me the blue paint for my BOAC bus because my local model shop A didn't have it and B didn't seem to want to try and get it for me. And I had a similar problem with the orange. I've got a crane that's not in this video that needed an orange base coat, and unfortunately they didn't have it. And today, through the post, John's located one and he sent me one, a nice orange, perfect orange for the restoration. So that's brilliant. Now, as to why this is another unboxing is basically because of the weather. I mean, I think everybody realises the weather's not brilliant at the moment. And the problem with that is, at the moment, I'm having to sort of do any spraying outdoors. And you quite often get bloom in this damp weather. So I'm staying away from the restoration until we get a little bit warmer. Because I am in the process of hopefully getting a new shed where I'll be able to do the stuff in there, and that situation won't arise. But anyway, that's that. So that was from John, and he also sent me another one that you haven't seen yet, but he let's just say I've got a Jerry Anderson vehicle that requires something, and he sent me some part of one of the things that it requires, and it's that thing there. And for those of you that know the Jerry Anderson vehicles, you'll know it's one of several, but suffice to say it fits the one that I want. So when I get round to unboxing that one, I'll show you that. So that was from John. So thank you, John. There's a model shop that's local to me, as I say, has not been at all helpful. But what I will say is I went to visit my daughter in another town called Wellingborough, and there's a little model shop there, and the chap in there couldn't have been more helpful. And I wanted some translucent paint for the indicators and for the rear lights and things like that, and he has a great range of Mr. Hobby paints. So I got an orange, I got a red, and for another couple of things that I'm planning on doing, I got a Mr. Hobby red gloss and Mr. Hobby dark green gloss. So very happy with those, and really good prices. I mean, they were £2, £2.05 a bottle, which is incredible. I think really good. So that's those. Right. Couple of purchases. I'm not going to make this a massively long one because I am aware that people might get a bit bored with if it goes on too long. A local charity shop, Pound, James Bond, Aston Martin, is it the Vanquish or the Vanquish? Yeah, Vanquish. Yeah, Aston Martin Vanquish, Corgi. All works. A little tiny bit of damage to the front, which can be fixed. Obviously it's missing its lights, but 99p, again, cheap as chips, so that's that. Right, and then a couple of online purchases. There was a couple of job lots, and the job lots are a Corgi Routemaster bus, missing its front peg. So if anyone has got one of those lurking out there, I'd be very grateful. Or if anyone can point me in the right direction of getting one, that'd be fantastic, because at the moment I can separate it quite easily for cleaning. But nice little model, again, buttons. So that was, stick that one there. We've got this one, which is a Duple Roadmaster. It's the Leyland Royal Tiger. So there we go. So this, as I say, this was a job lot of buses. So obviously the Routemaster Royal Tiger, which is a lovely little bus, be like a bus, and got all tyres. Fantastic. It's got the tyres. A lovely little Matchbox trolley bus, which I think Marty's Matchbox did a version of with a black electrical connector. Got a tiny part of the decal left, but I've been working on decals this week, and I'm hoping to give you a short tutorial about decals in the not too distant future. Mainly the sizing, because that's the issue. You can pretty much find the images, and some of the discs that you can buy online are okay, but they're not, there are issues with them. So I've worked out a way of actually recreating some of the original decals as well. So, but I'll go into that when I do the tutorial on that. So there we go, another bus there. So we've got several little buses there. And God only knows why, but in the bus lot came this, the hovercraft. Now it all works. There is one blade of the propeller missing, but that's not a biggie. Obviously the decals have been taken off the sides, but the radar at the front, also it is radar, yeah, I was going to say sonar, no, it's not submarine. Radar is all working. So that's a Matchbox. That's the Matchbox, I think it's the SRN6, yeah, SRN6. There we go. So that was that little job lot, and those four models were £3 or £4, so about £1 a piece. So yeah, really happy with that. Moving on, second job lot is a fire engine one, and so we've got the Leslie Matchbox Merryweather in a couple of pieces. Now, I wasn't too worried about this because I have actually got another version of that, but it was what was with it, and again for the price, it really was a no-brainer. So, if any of these doubles that if there's anyone interested, don't hesitate to email. Email will be coming here just down the bottom here for you. So there's that one. There's this one, which is it's just called Fire Engine, and again there's no number, but obviously, as I always do, there will be a video, there will be a little insert with the video numbers, and it comes intact with the ladders, which is lovely. That's a Dinky one. Screen's okay. Pretty good condition, that one. Quite happy with that one. So there's that one. But of course, I made a comment in a previous video, and I probably didn't finish it off, which I'm very prone to doing. I said sometimes cars are like buses, and then I didn't say anymore. And what I mean by that is, obviously, you get one, and then blimey, another one comes along. So I've got two of the same model in the same batch, and that. So it was obviously someone that liked fire engines. This one's slightly worse for wear, but obviously that'll be a swap for anyone that wants one. Happy to swap it for another model. Even that one. I mean, if you're not going to restore, happy to do whatever. But as I say, that's the second fire engine. Just double checking. Yeah, it's the same model. No number on the base. But again, there will be the info here. So that's three of the fire engines there. I'm running out a bit of space here. I don't think I've got my camera at the right angle. Let's see if I can give us a bit more. Let's see if I can give us a bit more space. There we go. There we go. Excuse the mess. There we go. Right. So, right, we're on fire engines, aren't we? Right. So, then we've got the Merryweather, the little Matchbox one, which is very, very similar to that one. Not exactly the same, but very similar. So that one. Then we've got the Land Rover version, but that's sadly missing a little ladder. But I dare say that's obtainable. I think is that the Kent one? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Kent one. Yeah, there we go. So what, is there a number on that one? Let's have a look. Oh, there's a plastic base on that one. Looks like number 61. That's probably wrong. Very short-sighted, so I'll have to check the number. But check the videos. If you check the video here, it'll have all the proper details. So that's that. Not entirely sure why this was in there, because obviously it's not the same vintage as all the rest. But there's a sort of fire rescue Land. Is it a Land Rover? I think this is a no-name brand one, yeah, just made in China. But there you go, that's quite a tidy little model. Obviously all the beacons are intact, which is nice to see. Oh, what's that? Got a little tiny thing there. Looks like it's come out of something. Have we lost the window? No, it's not out of that one. Ah, we might have done it. No, there wasn't one in that one. Oh well, it must be a spare. It's the suspension. Right, okay, that's broken then. Okay, so let's leave that there then. Right, so we'll put those there. So that's it for the fire trucks. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the old buses. I'm going to park them in the bus park over here. There we go. And get Mr. Bond's car out of the way. We'll just slide Mike's very kind prize over there as well. I say I'm just blown away by the fact that he didn't just send the actual prize. He's sending the... Yes, I'm waffling, sorry. Right. And in amongst those fire engines there was a couple of extra bits. We've got a little RV. Yeah, that was 50p in there. Again, it's a Chinese no brand. It's quite a tidy little one. And more so, I was looking at the bits and pieces that might, if I don't keep it, might be able to be used for something else. So there's that. Yeah, let's put that over there. Then there's The old 18 man. That's the Hot Wheels. But that's a solid metal back. Oh no, it's not a Hot Wheels. It's a Corgi. Blimey, that is really quite heavy. Could do with a sensitive restoration. That probably excludes me, but there we go. Stick that over there. And then whatever this is, I did have a look when I opened it, and it has got some writing there, but it's covered by the, let's see if we can get it into so that anyone can see it. There is definitely some writing in there, but it looks like the bottom half of some kind of tractor unit. It's quite weird because the engine compartment is exposed, and nothing else with it. So that was like a little bonus item. I mean, if nothing else, I suppose. It actually looks more like a Britain's to me. I don't think it's Dinky. It's the wheels that make me think it's Britain's, but I dare say someone out there will know. There we go. Right. So that's that for the second job lot. Then there was a combined job lot, and we've got some little Matchbox, original Matchbox, little Euclid. And with regard to buses being fire engines, you know, wait for one and then two come along. Well, you look for a Euclid, and then two of them come along. And if you're really, really lucky, sometimes three of them come along. So 3 Euclids there. So anyone out there that wants a Euclid, give me a call. So there's your Euclids. We've got a Mack dump truck. Nice orange one. And I should point out all of these actually do work. They've all got their little pivot point. So I can open up a fleet. If anyone's got any excavations that they've got going, as long as it's very, very small, I've probably got the equipment to be able to do it for you. So there we go. And then obviously things like that are a bit of a gas guzzler, so you'll probably need a fuel tanker. So the lovely Husky one. It's a shame that's faded so much, because that's really not bad condition at all. Obviously a few flea bites. But a lovely little truck nonetheless. So we're just going to put that there, and we're going to slide them round by the buses, because there's a few more coming in. Quite a lot in this one. I'm trying to cram them in. So you've got your 3 Euclids, you've got your Mack dump truck, and obviously you've got your Husky petrol tanker. Then, now this is very similar to the Hoveringham truck, except this is a Leyland. Is this the ergomatic cab? But this one, if I recall correctly, had pointers down the side. You can still feel the glue of the decal. There's a sticker on this one, not a decal. There's a sticker. But the nice thing is the tailgate is there. So that one be definitely worth looking at and restoring. And a couple of favourites, not because it's a particular favourite car or vehicle of mine, because I don't really do the space age ones, but we've got the Tojo. Now, I had one of those. It wasn't my favourite, but I must have seen 50 of these since I started collecting again, and it rolls beautifully. I mean, it's what, 45-50 years old, there or thereabouts, but amazingly it's intact. It's got the 2 hooks, and they haven't been chewed. Someone's not put them in their gob and given them a chewing. They're all exactly as they were. And if you look at the model, bearing in mind, as I say, this came in a job lot. It wasn't particularly well packaged. It is absolutely spotless. I can't see a chip. I can't see a scratch. So that will get a box, and that will live with the old Saab Sonnet over there. So that's great. And then this other one, which is in a very similar condition. This one's got a few flea bites, but this one's much older than that. Is the, now, am I going to be able to read it? Yes, I can. Right, it's the AMC tipper truck. So there we go. But this one, fully functional. Lift, tailgate opens, and you can get into the cab. What a cracking little model. There we go. So that's that one. So that's the second job lot. And the final one, it's a bit, this one's a bit bigger stuff. So let's get it all out and then you can have a look. Oh, mustn't forget, little Budgie. Love a Budgie. Now, in my feeble, ancient brain, that was a Matchbox. I remember having it as a Matchbox when I was a kid. But it's only on this rabbit warren or rabbit hole that I've dived down, starting collecting again, that I realised that despite the fact that I own this, I never ever knew it was a Budgie. And there are several others that I thought were Matchbox that I couldn't find in my book that turned out to be Budgies. So I think I had about 15 Budgies that happened to be my dad's. So if you've got any of those, any of the old Budgies, and want to swap something, I'm very up for that, because there certainly want a few of those. As I say, I've looked at the list and there's about 15 or 16 that I know I had. I've got two. I've got this one and I've got the taxi cab. That'll turn up in another video. But yeah, so this is the post office van, Royal Mail. There we go. Let's get that in the light so you can see it. There you go, Royal Mail. That's a Budgie. Right, so we stick that with. And those three, oh, knocked over, despicable me. There we go. So those three are my absolute favourites of those. So, 3 models. 3 models to go, and then I will stop boring you. Stuck in the bag. Now this one needs a little bit of TLC, but despite the fact it needs a little bit of TLC, it's actually in remarkable condition. So this is the Farnborough Measham Car Auction Collection Transporter. There we go. Now, the support struts at the back need a pin. No biggie, I can do that. The decals are in very, very good condition, apart from where it looks like it when it was in the factory, they haven't stuck it. Look, it's actually slipped that end bit. So quality control that day must have been on a go slow. But on the other side, it's absolutely spot on. So as I say, just needs a pin for that. But the actual mechanism still works, as does the tractor unit, which is in very good condition. So that is the, I think it's the major pack number 6. And if it isn't, obviously there'll be a little gizmo up here that tells you exactly what it was, but it looks like major pack 6. So that's that one. I'll leave that one there. Where are we? 2 to go. This one, which is the, I'm going to bring it in like that so you can see it, and it says the Coventry Climax fork lift truck, and it's a Dinky, and that is an absolute beauty, that one. Got all its tyres. They're actually in very good condition. It's almost like they've been replaced. They're very soft. It's got the winding mechanism. It's got the bead. I've got a crane that I bought the other day at a church fair thing, and it's missing one of those, so I need one of those for that. But it's all here. But if you look closely inside, I don't know, probably won't be able to get the light right. No, I can't. Obviously the string's gone, so what happens is the string comes up over the top, and here, if I can zoom in, that little hole there is what it's attached to, and the winder will drag it up and take it down. Let's go back out again. Oh, going further in, there we go. There we go. So yeah, very happy with that one. And that will be a restoration. And again, that weighs an absolute ton. There's a lot of metal there. You could definitely do someone an injury with that. So let's bring that round there. And we'll just put that one there. And the final one is the biggest one of the lot. And it's the Corgi Major tractor unit and trailer. There we go. And that's in remarkable condition. It's missing a couple of the holders for the car, but there's two on the bottom, there's one on the top. Mechanism works fine. I looked at this beforehand, of course, and now I'm trying to show you the mechanism isn't working, but there we go. There we go. Mechanism works fine. And again, I'm not going to bore you with the prices, but it was very, very cheap. Obviously, that needs a little bit of resistance. That flap at the bottom, it's been bent over a little bit, but it's there, which is the main thing, so that can be fixed. And possibly why it was a bit cheaper. The actual front of the cab has got the hangers for the mirror, but no mirror. The horns are there, the ladders are there. The only thing that's missing, and I think it's probably down to the fact that obviously this bit here might have hit it, is the old exhaust stack at the back is absent. Well, there's part of it absent, but that won't be a biggie to fix. Obviously it goes into that little hole there. If I can show, can I just show you that hole? There you go, little hole there. But the engine compartment opens up. Let's take that off. Right, just stick that over there out of the way. But if I open up the engine compartment, you can see the engine's all in there. And with that, that's going to be the end of our video. I also want to say a little continued thank you for support to Mr. Ian Hulley. We've done a couple of little swaps again this week, which will appear in a future video. Thank you to John Hatwell for the aerosol and the rocket. Thank you to Mike at Diecast Looney for the sub Sonnet, the Chipperfield van, Chipperfield crane, and the Stingray. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Don't forget to leave a comment. If there's anything that you're interested in, contact me on my email as always. Thanks for taking the time to watch. We're almost at 100 subscribers, so I'm very happy with that. Keep watching. There's going to be more, and I really do like getting your comments. Someone asked in the previous one, I don't get boxes. You don't have to get boxes. It's not an issue. The reason I do boxes is I live in quite a small place with my partner, and I haven't got a massive place to display them. So effectively what I do is I make up the boxes to keep them from getting any worse than they already are. So that's the reason for it. No hidden agenda. I'm not selling boxes. You know, I'll do a few boxes, but that does actually remind me, someone else who did get boxes or did understand boxes emailed me, M-Flight, I think it was, and he was saying about the fact that he got a car and he was desperate for a box for it, and it was the Ford Corsair with a little boat. Well, he did email me, and I have emailed him back, and if he's watching this one, there you go, mate, I've made you a little Capri box. Sorry, Capri. Corsair box. So it's there, and if you want it, all you got to do is email, and and I post it out. Now obviously I can't do that for everybody, but he was the first one that asked, so I'm happy to send that out to him. Yeah, that's the end of the video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to share it with your friends, and hopefully see you again soon. Bye for now.